Welcome back to the Uprising Network. We are back with another episode of Review for You. This time I'm here with my son Jordan. You want to wave to everybody?
Hi.
Hey, so this is my son Jordan here. We just came back from seeing Detective Pikachu. When this trailer first came out, I was so excited about it because I knew that this is the first, I guess you can call it a live action Pokemon movie. And from the trailer, I just knew that they was going to get it right. And for the most part, without telling like the whole story, because I brought him along because this was one of the first movies he actually was into the whole time. We saw Avengers, he fell asleep before the movie was over. Black Panther, same thing. Typically he falls asleep before the movies are over with, but this one was more so catered to him. It wasn't for the Pokemon fans of my age that started with Blue and Red. It's for the new age Pokemon fans for sure, because the storyline was so cheesy towards the end. And it did make me feel like I was, 10, 11, 12, 13 years old watching an old Pokemon episode. So first things first, Jordan, I need you to speak up as well, okay? Speak loud so people can hear you. What are some of the things you liked about the movie?
Pikachu was fighting.
Pikachu was fighting, he said. So what moves did Pikachu do? I need you to speak up. He was electrocuting Mewtwo, and he was fighting Mewtwo, and then he had died for a minute, and then he came back, and they were running from the giant Pokemon in the movie that was had the grass and the rocks and the water and all that. And there was a bunch of Bulbasaurs. They had to bring him back to life. So I'm going to go ahead and start from the top of the movie, and he'll just jump in whenever he feels like he wants to jump in. So the movie begins with, wow, my mind just went blank with the main character's name. But his name is, I'm going to say his real name. His real name is Justice Smith. I believe it was Justice Smith. It's Justice something. He played in the Get Down. And I'm still mad that they kind of canceled the Get Down as well, man. They had it was one full season, but it was two parts to the one season. But anyway, that's a whole different story. So he's the lead in this character, which is I'm wondering how they figured to go with a black kid to be the lead of the movie, which is great because I like this for him to see different representation in these films. He kind of remind me of Justice Smith as well. You can't see yourself? No? All right. Well, he reminds me of Justice Smith as well. So his dad passes away. He gets a call from the police, and he has to go to a different Pokemon city. But this one here, they don't catch wild Pokemon or anything. They do have Pokemon as partners. They're not pets. They're not trained to battle. There's no battles, anything like that going on. Which was strange because in the trailer, I specifically remember the Charizard fighting and was going to eat Pikachu in the trailer. But I don't think that happened in the movie, but I did fall asleep for a minute. I did fall asleep and I was snoring. And but he was into it the whole time. So anyways, he goes to the city and he's trying to find his dad, right? Trying to find his dad. His dad disappeared. And when he goes back to his dad's house, what did he see?
Pikachu?
He saw Pikachu. And Pikachu, usually in the cartoons, how does Pikachu sound?
Pikachu.
And what was he doing in this movie? He was talking like a real person, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Pikachu was talking like a real person, while the other Pokemon was still making their Pokemon sounds, like when they say their name, like Psyduck and Jigglypuff was in the movie singing, and a few of these characters he know because based off of Smash Brothers. There are a few of them in the Smash Brothers, isn't it? So the Jigglypuff in Smash Brothers, Pikachu, Mewtwo is in it.
I got one more in there.
Okay, one more. I know Squirtle is in there.
Yeah, it's Charmander.
Charmander's in there as well. So there's a few of them in Smash Brothers, and he's really big into Smash Brothers. So him seeing that, saw a few Pokemon that were, I guess, recognizable. And I don't really keep up with the Pokemon now. I have no idea how many it is. I know it was originally 101. That's coming from my era, with Mewtwo being is it either 101 or 102? My mind is hazy right now, but so he comes across Pikachu, and Pikachu is on a mission to find Justice Smith's dad. And so they go on a mission. They meet this other girl who has a Psyduck, and they essentially go on this journey without telling too many details. They go on this journey and find the lab where Mewtwo was, and they thought Mewtwo was the evil one, right?
Yeah.
All right. So they thought Mewtwo was the evil one, but he actually turns out to be the good guy. He actually Pikachu actually saved Mewtwo when he was locked up in the like the fish bowl type of thing, and they were doing like lab tests on him. I guess it was a he. It didn't say if it was a boy or a girl.
No.
I don't know. It didn't say if it was a boy or a girl. It had like kind of a unisex voice. I couldn't tell for what say, but I guess that don't matter. So they go.
It talked like a robot.
It talked like a robot. It did definitely talk like a robot, and the mouth didn't move.
Yeah.
Mouth didn't move at all. So they figure this out. They figure all this stuff going on in the lab, and they find out that it's somebody who actually runs the news cycle, and they're finding a way to chemically enhance different Pokemon, and therefore they can do battle and fight as like giant-sized Pokemon. And they never really got into detail of what the battle was like. Like I said, I fell asleep on it because it was getting too. For some reason I was all into Avengers being 3 hours, but this I could not stay awake because it was drawn out for me. So the twist at the end, because we will keep this short, the twist at the end of this movie is that Pikachu was able to talk because his dad
Died.
His dad died, and what did Mewtwo do with his dad?
Died.
He put his dad inside of Pikachu.
Oh.
I brought this boy on here to talk. He ain't really doing no talking. But anyway, so Mewtwo was the only Pokemon that was strong enough to put humans, essentially combine humans and Pokemon. So therefore, that's how Pikachu was able to talk throughout the whole movie, because his dad was trying to save the Pokemon and prevent all this chemical enhancing from happening. So Mewtwo was saving him, and the little Greninjas had killed him in the car crash, and so Mewtwo put him inside of Pikachu, which is his dad's pet, or partner, excuse me, and that's how he was able to talk. So that's the twist at the end. There's like so many cheesy lines. The acting is not that great. It's definitely a kids movie. It put me in the same vein as like the Power Rangers movie with like Ivan Ooze. It's like the same kind of like corniness to me. It's cool. One thing I will say they did right with this movie was I will say that they, like, the Pokemon look, I guess you could say real. They didn't look real. They didn't look like cartoons per se. I mean, I know everything is CGI, if y'all totally get what I'm saying. It looked like Pokemon were really interacting with the real people in the movie. Do you have anything you gotta say? He just nodding to everything. He don't know what else he want to say. So.
Hey, I want to talk.
Okay, I'm listening.
I think what in Smash Bros.
The Ninja was in Smash. Oh, the Ninjas are in Smash Bros. You are right. They are in Smash Bros. You don't really play with them though.
No.
No. So that was the twist. Like I said, that was the twist at the end. This dude that's like running the city or the news or whatever, he has this little headman to where he can manipulate Mewtwo, and he can talk and through Mewtwo and control Mewtwo. It was really, 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 really corny. What are some of the things you did not like about the movie?
That purple stick thing.
Oh, the purple stink thing, the purple stuff. Where the reason that they were doing lab tests on Mewtwo was because he produces this purple like gas thing where they can that turns all the Pokemon angry. Turns all the Pokemon angry. He doesn't like the fact that all the Pokemon got angry. So the climactic scene at the end is that they had this big Pokemon parade, and inside of the big inflatable Pokemon was all the gas. And in the gas, the Pokemon turned angry. Therefore, the dude manipulated Mewtwo, and he was able to combine every human with their partner Pokemon. Super cheesy. I didn't really care for it either. I didn't know really what to expect with this movie. I could say I don't know anything about the Detective Pikachu storyline. I understand it's from a Nintendo game. but I've never played it. I've never met anybody that played it. It's not like I was expecting.
Only one.
It's only one?
Only one player. Only four players. Only four players got to play. Only four players got to play.
Okay.
Time.
Okay. What he said. So that's one thing he said. That's the only thing you didn't like in the movie?
What?
That the gas, purple gas. You didn't like anything else? Other than that, that was the only part you didn't like?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so if you had to give this movie 2 thumbs up being really good, or 2 thumbs down being really bad, or 1 up for it was okay, and 1 down meaning it was okay, what would you give it? With just 1 thumb?
Yeah.
Oh, my kid said it was just alright. It was just alright. Detective Pikachu was just alright. We on the same page here. It was okay for some parts. It was good to look at. Great to look at. Fantastic to look at. It's just the story just wasn't for me. Like I said, I didn't really know what to expect. But he was all into it, though. He was all into it. So, which surprised me. So, would you like to see another one? Or that one is just okay, you don't need to see it again? You want another one? I hope so, too. I want to see more of a... I know they have a Pokemon video game coming out. I forgot. I think one is called Shield and Sword or something like that for the Switch. I'm sure he's going to be playing it. I'm going to be playing it. I can finally probably get my Switch back. And hopefully they do a series where... I don't know if the character is going to be Ash still or if it's going to be somebody else. But hopefully they do a different storyline based on like Pokemon battles. It's who? Joker.
Yeah.
That's a Smash Brothers character from a different game.
Yeah.
Alright, so the next time, the movie was just alright. So next time you probably see me and Mel doing Brightburn, I believe. That's next on the schedule, Brightburn. I'll probably do my review. That's coming up. I don't know what date that's coming out. I believe that's maybe next weekend?
No.
I don't know. I probably won't be taking him to see that. I definitely probably see that on my own because that's a little scary. Probably be too much for him, all the killing and stuff like that. So until next time, keep on supporting the network and we check you out.
What?
You gonna say bye?
Bye.